Guys, so we're in Joesnowmobiles garage eating some Little Caesars pizza, and I got my brother here, and we're replacing the, what's it called?
Vapor Canister Shutoff Valve.
Vapor Canister Shutoff Valve, and here's the old one. We busted off the edges because it was all stuck to the canister itself, and we're going to demonstrate just how you can tell whether or not this is bad.
Alright, just
easy way.
Put your finger on one end, either end really. So when you blow, comes out the other end. So put your finger on one end, blow.
And you can actually feel air coming out right here, and it's coming out in between this rusted old hunk of junk and the plastic, so you know it's bad. You do the same thing with this one. No air coming out at all, so you don't have a leak. So we had the I forgot what the code was, but I'll post it in my comments. But that's the new one. We're going to install it now. Let me show you the bang up job we had to do on this. Both screws were totally rusted and we couldn't get them out. We had to drill it out, so we're going to take two self tappers, put one in there and one in there after we drilled out those screws. We put a little rag in here just to keep metal shavings out. So let's get this thing installed and then we'll show you where it goes. Alright guys, so got the new part. We're going to reinstall it here. It's got a little rubber gasket, so just make sure when you push it down on there it seats into place. And it's in there pretty tight. Okay, there we go. And then I've got these self-tapping screws I'm going to put in, but the piece inside this plastic likes to spin, so I'm actually going to just pinch it a little bit so that it doesn't spin, and then I'm going to take my drill and we're going to go ahead and screw that down, and there you go, there's one side. I feel like it grips really nice, and we'll do the other side. Same thing, just drilling the self tapper, and there we go. It's nice and tight, and there you have it.
Alright guys, so you can see that we already removed the canister. You've got to disconnect the hoses. This is an easy one. You got to squeeze this little fittings in on both sides and pull it off. This one the same thing, you just push on that little button there, actually I'm sorry, on that button there, and pull it off. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall it. You see there's a hook over there, the canister is just gonna go over that, and then we're gonna plug everything back in. So let's get started. You'll notice on the back it's got this hanger, and that's where that hook's gonna go, up in there. Alright, let's see here. There we go. Let's go ahead and get it over that hook in the back. Gonna have to move a couple things out of the way just to get it in place. Feel around a little bit. Okay, I think we got it on there. And now we just have to you could either connect some of the hoses first and then put your, and I'm going to reconnect this one back here, and just a matter literally of just snapping it over, and you can see that this is just going to plug in right here. I believe it goes that way. Clap that in. We'll put that hose over. I'll have to grab my needle nose to slide that clamp over, but that's going to go back over, and put this one on, slide that over. There wasn't even a clamp on that one, may have rusted off. And last but not least, this big hose, just reconnect that there, and then you're going to take your bolt and your 14mm socket and feed that up through the top. Takes a little bit of pressure pushing up on that just because everything's so rusty from living its whole entire life in Chicago. That's pretty much it. Just gonna tighten that down nice and snug and hold right there, John. On those. And just slide that clamp back over. Purge is here, tank is here, tank is up here, and then your solenoid. That's pretty much all there is to it. It's about a half-hour job.